So it's become really obvious to me that leading up to marriage, like, not only am I not prepared because I'm not a husband, I'm not prepared to be with this person because I'm not their husband, but on top of that, like, my abilities to, do the act of husbandry, to watch out for a woman and protect from dangers and threats, like, my ability is so low because myself, I've been just incredibly naive and incredibly inept at overcoming and confronting threats and real dangers, all throughout my life. And so, because God is author of everything, He allows these times for me to gain those experiences, because He's allowed me to go down the path of having a wife and a lady. And the whole narcissism community and exposing them, as well as all the biblical study that I've had, just helps you understand more and more how people are, more and more their psychology, more and more how to defend against potential threats, because narcissists not only exist in our intimate relationships, but in, like, work relationships, every type of relationship. You're gonna encounter these type of people. They're out there, and it's the idolaters, essentially. They're idolizing self. The Satanists. It's like it all converges. It's a way to understand, which is very effective, which will help you to understand the threats and to help protect those that you love from the threats. And so I really appreciate the community. I really appreciate the teachings, and they're a great addition. And it's just all coming to a head that I'm being given this time, just like I was given 3 years of my life to study the Bible. I've been given this time to now advance my psychological understanding of mental illness, mental disease, personality disorders, to get it, to be able to prevent it in my children, to be able to protect my wife from it, to be able to protect myself from it. You gotta understand a threat in order to protect yourself from it. You gotta see a mess in order to clear it up. And it's just great how everything's turning out, really. A very difficult thing for me is to say no. I can't really say no very easily. And I even see it in my to-be wife, that she's always saying no because she knows what the threat is, right? But just like me, we grew up with the threat. It's all that we know is the threat, and we are the threat as well. But we also know deep down in our authentic self that we have the necessity to combat it. And I joke about it with her. I just say no to her every 5 seconds because she's always saying no to everything I say. It's not an effective enough strategy. You have to say no, and you have to live the no, right? And you have to believe the no. So, for instance, a narcissistic boss says stay late or do whatever, and you say no because you value more your life, your time, your integrity than the money that he gives you, and you believe and trust in God that doing the right thing that aligns with your conscience will, which is focusing on the kingdom of God, will get you the food and shelter that you need, aka the money that you need to provide those things. So it actually does feed into faith, and it does feed into your relationship with God, your understanding of these psychological processes. I still don't really believe the mechanisms of how they come out is that important, how they come about. But yeah, so that's that. I always have this concept that God is such a supercomputer, is so intelligent and is so great and is so awesome that from before time even began, he had all of this planned of how he would edify and how he would reward the ones that love him and seek him and thirst for righteousness and hunger for truth and justice. That just ever since creation, he knew that I was gonna have some macaroni over there, and have the energy to make this video, and to it's just like literally from before time began. Like, he's that intense and incredible and insane and awesome, that he would be able to do that. And so I'm always looking out for what he's doing and what he's planning, and I'm trying to keep out the way, you know, as much as possible, so that actually does come into fruition and into reality. Because I'm not particularly a determinist, but you know, my God is outside of time, so it's kind of like all of this is already completed anyway, in a way, and the good go to the good, the bad don't. I want to bring myself and the people that I love to the good, and so I'm gonna be doing the things to get there. Okay.